All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at the Hot Toys Movie Masterpiece Series 403 Chirrut Imwe Deluxe Set. Very cool, huge box for this deluxe set. I have not opened it up yet, so I'm very curious to see how the contents look on the inside. But awesome looking box, awesome looking picture on the outside. So obviously we're going to get a real quick 360 spin of the actual cover of the box. This is a cover that is over the box, which is a bit different for Hot Toys. Every once in a while they'll give you a box like this, but very, very cool. And so we're going to get a real quick look, 360 look at the box, and really nothing special about that outside cover, for the exception of the photograph on the front, of course on the side, Disney logo right there at the bottom, and then of course on the back you have all of your information. If you want to read that, you can pause the video and take a look at that. And then again on the side of the cover you have Star Wars, and then again the product information and the character name. So very cool cover on the outside. However, we want to get on the inside of this box, or at least underneath the cover of this box. So let's lift the cover off of this guy. One moment. So we're going to get the cover off of this guy and get a look at the box. And guys, take a look at that. Is that not awesome? That cover art on the box, very, very cool looking. Love the color scheme. I love the little design here in the background underneath the box. Very, very cool with the gold foil stamp Star Wars on the front across Chirrut's chest. So very, very cool cover for the actual box for this figure. And then of course you got the Hot Toys logo also hot stamped in the gold foil. So very, very cool right there, guys. And then to get a look at the side of the box, very, very cool. I believe that spells out Chirrut, if I'm not mistaken, but looks very cool. Not sure what that says, but it could be Imwe or his last name. At the top of the box, guys, and I apologize, I want to make sure you guys get a look at the top of the box. So at the top of the box, there is the Rebel symbol. Very, very cool. Disney logo at the bottom of the box. So awesome, awesome work on this box. And then again, on the back of the box, you have probably more of the same information that's on the outside cover, but you also get that very cool design, oriental design there, embroidery there. So very, very cool. Awesome, awesome looking box here, guys. So awesome. So we're gonna get a look at the side of the box, where there's no art or anything, but you get a very cool enclosement here. It's like a piece of, it's supposed to be like a piece of ivory or something. It's really plastic, but you know, like an ivory tooth or something. I don't know, that's what it reminds me of. But very cool enclosure there for the box. So excellent job by Hot Toys on the outside design of the box, but we obviously want to get on the inside. All right, you guys, now looking on the inside of the box, I mean, we can't even get to the figure without looking at all of the features that they put on this box, man. This thing is so cool. So you can see more of the imprint on the inside. Then of course you have a little information here. We're going to get a look at that as well. This is the cover that actually goes over the figure, which is normal for Hot Toys and Sideshow in their boxes. So very cool, and we're going to get a look at that as well. But we want to get a look at this readable information on the inside, so let's get a look at that real quickly here. Deeply spiritual, Chirrut Imwe believes all living things are connected through the Force. His sightless eyes do not prevent him from being a highly skilled warrior. Though he lacks force abilities, this warrior monk has rigorously honed his body through intense physical and mental discipline. So a very cool description there of Chirrut Imwe imprinted on the inside of the box, and then a very cool design at the top of the box. Again, I think that reads Chirrut, just as it does there for the inside cover. So let's peel this thing off and get a look at the figure on the inside, guys. All right, you guys, so getting a look at the figure on the inside here, we have several different hand positions here. So very cool. This guy is loaded with accessories, as you can see. Again, this is the deluxe version. So the Stormtrooper helmet that you see there is an additional piece with the deluxe set. I believe there is should be two different stands here on the inside, and we will get a look at that. It's probably underneath the character, underneath the figure, I should say. But very cool look at the figure on the inside. But let's peel this guy out of the box. All right, you guys. So here we have him out of the box with his stand, the Stormtrooper helmet there, his staff, and his bow rifle. Very cool, awesome looking figure. Stands perfectly. I love everything about this figure. What Hot Toys is turning out is just so awesome, and this figure is right alongside some of the best of them. The Rogue One Vader is one of my favorites. Also, Finn is one of my favorites. It's just that the way that these guys are constructed, very easy to stand, very easy to pose, and again, Chirrut is no exception to that rule here with Hot Toys. So guys, let's get a closer look at this guy. So getting a closer look at this guy, just so you guys can get a good look at the head sculpt. Very, very good head sculpt there. Probably could use you know, a touch-up, perhaps a professional touch-up. I'm not a professional, but a very good head sculpt nonetheless. And then of course you have his stand here with the helmet. Very cool stuff. The helmet is not wearable. He will not be able to put that helmet on, guys, in case you're wondering. But very, very cool, lovely, lovely figure. So guys, we're going to get a look at his accessories, starting with his staff here. So there is a look at the staff, and very, very cool. Large staff, as you can see in my hand here. Can barely keep it in the shot, but very cool. I love the little detail with the metal in the middle there, and the metal tip there on the end. So very cool looking accessory. And then let's get a look at the helmet itself. Getting a look at the helmet there, guys. Very, very cool looking helmet. It is pretty much to scale if you want to put it next to the figure and get a look at it, but very, very cool accessory there. There is some weathering on the helmet, guys, and I apologize for getting it out of the shot there. There is some weathering on the helmet there, if you guys can see that. So it's got a little couple of scuffs and marks, dirt marks on there. So very, very cool accessory there. And then getting a look at his bow rifle. So getting a look at the bow rifle, there is his bow rifle. Very cool. A lot of detail on this thing. As you can see, the gold there with the little rivets. Very, very cool. And it does open up here. I'm going to do my best to open that up with one hand. So it does open up in that position, in the firing position. So you can, and we will get him posed with it in the firing position, but very cool weapon. Look at the detail there, the scope there on the top, the strap, just awesome, awesome. The buckle right there, awesome detail on the bow rifle here for Chirrut Imwe. And then we're going to get a look at the figure itself, a close-up look at the figure. There we go. Focused in. Very, very cool head sculpt. Love the detail. Love the uniform. As you can see, there are several layers to his uniform. And then he has his cape here that's on the back. Very, very cool. It's actually 2 pieces there. So awesome, awesome stuff. Boots. Just attention to detail on the boots. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Pants underneath. So very awesome looking figure. If you look in the belt, if you can see his belt, it's got items there on the inside of the belt. Not quite sure exactly what that is, but very cool nonetheless. So just an awesome figure all the way around, as you guys can see. So let's get a look at the articulation on this guy. All right, you guys, so we're going to get a quick look at the articulation on this figure, starting with the arms. Very good arm bend, as you can see. Very good. Pulls it down. The range of motion in this arm is not all that great because of his uniform, so you can't really get him to raise his arm. I can't get him to raise his arm above that point on here, so that obviously is not good. As far as extending his arm out, that's as far out as I can get him to extend, which is not bad. Going back, again, that's as far back as you're going to get it. You're not going to get it around the top because the clothing just is not going to allow it that to happen. At least on this side, because it's kind of like a jean type of material right there, so it's very limited in the range of motion. This is almost the same deal here. You really cannot raise his arm past his shoulders. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it's due to some of the clothing that's on the inside. So you got a good arm bend. You can swing them out, but you're just not going to be able to. He's not going to give you that 360 windmill with the arms, and then with the legs, you get a very good knee bend there to the back. Extends out to the side really well, so you can get a really good leg kick there if you want to pose them that way. So very cool. And then with the feet, there is a rocker, so you can adjust the ankle as needed. You get a pretty good down motion. Not a lot, but there is some down motion. And then up is that's as far as you're going to get there. And then in regards to the head, you have 360 basically, good range of motion in the head. And then of course the normal twisting of the hands, 360 all the way around. So no problems there with that. So really the only issue with this guy is you're not going to really be able to raise his arms above his head, unfortunately. You know, he'll be able to hold the guns up like that, hold his weapons up perhaps, but you're not really going to get any 360 motion in the shoulders here in this character. So he's a bit limited there, but otherwise very good articulation on this guy, as usual with your Hot Toys figure. All right, you guys, so just so you can get a size comparison with Chirrut and some of the other Rogue One figures in the 1/6 scale for Hot Toys, there he is next to our Shore Trooper. So very good sizing for him. He stands about even with your Shore Trooper, so very cool right there. And then, of course, when you throw the Death Trooper in there, the Death Trooper towers over both figures as they should, because they are elite forces. And I believe it specifies that each soldier is has to be a certain height. So very accurate and true to the saga, to the film. So very, very cool in that regard. All right, well, guys. So as you can see, a very, very impressive figure. We'll go with all of your other Rogue One characters. As you can see there, I have the Shore Trooper there, and they're drawing down on each other. So very, very cool figure. Very posable figure. Love the stand. Love the Stormtrooper helmet, obviously. Love all of the detail on this figure. Just an amazing, amazing figure, guys. So what I would like to know is, what do you think about this figure? Will you be picking up the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Chirrut Imwe figure? Will you be getting the deluxe set with that special stand there and the Stormtrooper helmet? Put those comments down below. I want to thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.